Welcome, welcome. Thanks for listening to TNK,
Yeah,
TK Talks.
TK Talks.
I'm K.
I'm T.
This is T. Wow, how was your day?
My day has been fantastic, man. How has yours been?
Been up and down the hill from Phoenix.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
That's always a fun drive. At least it's a scenic one.
and attempting to catch some of these football games.
Yeah.
Where some of them were blowouts and some of them were really close.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. The Cardinals game could have gone a little bit better.
Oh yeah, definitely could have gone a lot better, in my opinion.
Yeah. We had some high points and some low points on there for sure. It was rough.
Yeah, I'm glad we have Buda Baker back. He was awesome out there today.
Yeah, he did a great job. Really excited to hopefully see Kyler Murray come back here soon. You know, as reserved as I am, as reserved as I am about his attitude towards the game, I'm really hoping that our new coaching staff can kind of coach that out of him, and we can really have a solid player on the field that won't argue with our coaches.
Right.
I am missing that first string quarterback for sure, though. Dobbs he's been a great backup quarterback. He's an awesome second string quarterback, but he doesn't have the consistency in throwing that I'd like to see in his completion rating. He's great on his feet. I mean, he sheds tackles. He'd make an excellent running back, but we need a solid throwing quarterback.
Right. I wouldn't be. I'm hoping he's back next week.
Yeah.
The way he looked on the sideline today,
yeah.
He didn't look too bad.
Well, I heard somewhere, I think he's got 21 days after they take him off of the PUP list or the injured reserve or whatever the list is called nowadays. But they've got 21 days to actually activate him to the roster and play him.
Right.
Otherwise, they owe him $160 million or something on his contract, according to his contract. So they've got 3 weeks for him to get healthy, to get back in shape, to get back with the plan and back in the game and get all of his T's crossed and his I's dotted so that he can start throwing for us. Otherwise, we're going to owe him a lot of money, but it gives us the ability to cut him. So we kind of have to crap or get off the pot at some point, because he's either going to cost us a lot of money as a failure or he's going to cost us a lot of money as a hopeful success, So,
right. Yeah, no, for sure.
Where it goes from a financial standpoint with Murray.
Right, no, for sure. I can see a lot of stuff out of him coming from Murray. A lot of good stuff coming from Murray. Like, everybody's like, oh, Murray's not that good. Yeah, he's not that good, but you guys also have to think that he
Are you there?
Only let his fourth year, if I'm correct.
Yeah, he is definitely on his 4th year.
So he's not really a veteran yet, but he knows well enough what he's doing and what he needs to work on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's been around long enough and he's old enough now that he understands the game and the way the game is played within the NFL. He's been away from college long enough that I think he can gather that.
Yeah, for sure. What's your takes on the? Are you a big Seattle fan?
That's a touchy subject, my friend. I I knew some players that played in Seattle back in the day, so um, a family member of mine played for Seattle back in I don't know 2001, 2002, right around there, and he's actually really good friends with John Kitna. But yeah, I mean, I love Seattle. I think Seattle's a great team. I love the city. The city is beautiful. It's an absolute gorgeous area. Um, but being a Cardinals fan through and through, and first and foremost, I can't necessarily say that I'm a huge Seahawks fan because I feel like it's sacrilegious.
Right. Yeah, no. I was actually born in Morton, Washington. It's a
Oh, were you?
small town or city, however you want to say it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I have a little love for Seattle, but I'm in Arizona, so therefore most of my love was going for the Cardinals.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're more of a home teamer than a previous home teamer. You know, when I was in middle school, I was Seahawks fan through and through. So
So I have to ask, what do you what do you think about those Diamondbacks?
the Diamondbacks. Well, they lost and they're out. So that's about that.
Oh, are they out?
Yeah.
Or I thought they had another game.
Nope. That's it. They lost to the Phillies last night. That was their last game. They had 5 games total. They had lost the first two, won the second two, and lost the third. Or lost the fifth. So they're out. They're done. They're toast for the season. They're out of the World Series, as far as I can tell.
Our one shot at getting a championship this year.
I know,
I
right?
hate to say it like that, but
It's true
unless
though.
the Coyotes pull something out,
Oh, maybe there is
I
another
don't.
game. Hold on a second. I am doing some research on the internet at the moment. I apologize if I was incorrect in that, but
Because I thought I saw something
it
earlier saying that
must be
it's going to be a
7
tight
games.
finish.
They must be doing 5 of 7. Wow. All right. I thought it was 3 out of 5, but hey, Jim, shows you how much baseball I watch if you pay attention to it. But yeah, it
I know more
looks like
about
they have another game tomorrow, game 6 tomorrow. So crazy. All right. Well, go Diamondbacks. It's going to be a tight photo finish for Diamondbacks versus the Phillies.
right. But yeah, no. From what I was reading earlier, they were saying that we're. That's why I was like, really? There's not another one game? Because I was reading something saying that they can finish, but it's going to be a very, very tight battle at the
Yeah.
end.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I didn't realize it was a 7 game stretch here. So final. But yeah,
Um,
it's crazy.
but so that Patriots and Bills game is just wow. I thought the Bills were going to walk away with that game.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that they lost that, man. I love the Buffalo Bills. I've said this once and I'll say it again. I think Allen is a fantastic quarterback. I think he's got one of the best backstories of any quarterback in the NFL right now. He's a good old fashioned guy from a small town. But judging by the records, I really expected the Bills to win tonight. You know, just the records and the stats, everything was pointing towards it. But
Oh, like I went on our little football thing. I went with Bills myself, but I had a gut feeling because Bill Belichick, the Patriots head coach, he they pretty much said, "Hey, you don't win this, guess what? We're gonna pretty much can you."
Honestly, for every coach, there comes a time with a team, and Bill Belichick had his time with Tom Brady, and I think that his time is getting to the point where it's over. He doesn't have the talent that he needs to succeed anymore, and I don't see him as a coach that can make a whole lot out of no talent. Not saying that his players aren't talented. Obviously, they're professional football players and they're great, but just Belichick in general. I mean, between the overinflated and deflated footballs and the Super Bowl and him hiring lip readers in the past to try to cheat and get an edge on every team, I don't personally have a whole lot of respect for the guy, so I think it's about time that he moves on at this point.
And with the whole ball deflating with
was that the
Brady
Super Bowl? Was that the Super Bowl that he did that on? I mean, come on.
I'm not 100% sure on that one, but
it was crazy. He's been caught, not necessarily caught cheating, but he's been caught close to cheating so many times, and he's been accused of it so many times that you really start to wonder about what type of person he really is.
Right.
No other coach that I can see in recent history has ever undergone those types of allegations, and not to the extent that he has. So, it's one of those times. I think it's just like it was time for Brady to step down. I think it's time for Belichick to step down and let the next great coach fill his shoes. And maybe it'll be somebody that can make something out of nothing. Take their team and turn it into a winning team without having that Super Bowl record behind them.
Right. No, I agree with you on that. But I just think it's kind of ironic that it's a die or win moment, and he just managed to get that team to pull off that win against the Bills.
True story.
But yeah, no, with that being said, other than that, it was a pretty interesting week this week for football.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There was, there were some close games, and then there were some games that were not so close.
Oh, for sure.
At all.
No, there was some pretty big blowouts out there. And a lot of teams on bye week this week. You had 6 teams on bye week.
6 teams, yeah.
Oh, absolutely insane.
Get this. Next week, there's not one bye team next week.
Yeah, I don't understand that. It seems like, if my memory serves me correctly, it seems like there was always, every week, there was like 1 or 2 teams on bye week. Probably 2, because that, mathematically makes sense. But it seemed like 2 teams on bye week every week during the regular season gave pretty much everybody 1 day off, But just thought it was strange that it's like 6 all at once. Boom, everybody's got a bye week.
Right.
Next week there's nobody on. Nobody's got the week off, and then I don't know. Maybe everybody had functions and events going on in the stadiums or something. They had to shut a bunch of stadiums down. Crazy.
We haven't really talked about this team. One, they're not doing very good at all. How do you think the Panthers, being 0-6, is going to do next week?
Who are they playing next week, Kevin?
They are playing the... Let me check real quick. I got all the games up on my phone at the moment.
The Texans.
I just need to find their actual game.
They are playing the Texans.
Ah.
I think they're going to get run over.
Yeah.
It's either that or they're going to pull out an upset. I think in the football pool,
Which
I'll go ahead and I'll vote for the upset just because I like doing that. But
I have a really good feelings about the Panthers this upcoming week.
yeah,
With them having a week off, that group had to have done some major extensive practice and scrimmages and stuff like
true.
that.
It gives them a week to focus on, the offense and defense of the Texans just straight up. They can focus
Right.
on that one single game and watch all the film and, do what they need to do in order to figure it out. How to
Right.
react to their different plays and everything else. So, I mean, if they're going to win a game this year, this had better be the one, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely.
They've had the most time to prep for this specific game than they will for any other game in the entire season. So
Right. And I was looking, our Arizona Cardinals aren't doing a bye until week 14.
yeah, that's kind of crazy. I remember back in the
That is
day.
a
Back in the day, my wife and I, our anniversary is right around the beginning of November, and we used to have our bye week on our anniversary, for years. I think it was going on 5 years until they changed it up. It was we always had a bye week the beginning of November. It was great. It was wonderful because I never had to worry about football during my anniversary. But yeah, no, yeah, it seems like a late season bye week for me.
I think last year we had a late bye week too last year.
Yeah, it's possible we might have. For sure.
But yeah, no, between that and Diamondbacks still in it,
Yep.
insane.
Yeah, Diamondback's still in it.
Insane.
It is, for sure. This might be a good time to take a pause and talk about our sponsor.
Absolutely. You want to do this one?
Sure. We just want to make a shout out to Dubby. Jitter free energy. Decent energy powder, good energy drink. If you're sick of buying all those, canned energy drinks, Monsters and Red Bulls and,
For like
Rock
4 or
Stars or
5 bucks a
whatever.
can.
Yeah, crazy expensive. You guys, we highly suggest that you try to go over to Dubby. It's a powdered energy supplement and you mix with water or juice or whatever you want, really. I know a guy who actually puts them in smoothies, and he loves it. So it's one of those things that's it's better for you than the canned stuff. It's got a lot less sugar, and they got some pretty good flavors. You want to tell us about the flavors? Okay.
Yeah, no, some of those flavors are awesome. Like there's a Dragonade that's pretty good. There's a new one I'm trying. I remember the beginning of the name of it. It's like Calio something, like Calio cream or something like that. It's like a mango orange flavor. It's almost looks like a ormsicle or orange popsicle or whatever.
Yeah.
It's from what I can tell, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that blueberry one that you had that you shared with me the first time, that one was really good. I really enjoyed that.
That was really good.
I ran out of that too quickly.
I know because we got a sponsor, Tom. You all you had to do was pay the shipping, and you got a free 4 set of
free starter packs.
samples.
Awesome.
Yeah,
it should be in here tomorrow. So the next episode that we have with you guys, I'll be able to give you the rundown on a few other of the flavors that I've got.
And my flavor should be in tomorrow as well. So
nice. And if anybody's interested in getting in on the action and going with Dubby, sorry, not Dobby. Sorry, I was watching Harry Potter earlier. No, Dubby. Yeah, just cruise on over to our Spotify page with our podcasters, and we've got an external link that you can click there. It'll give you a discount, and it gives us a little bit of a kickback and helps support our channel. So that's the one of the best ways that you can help support us is through supporting them. So we appreciate
Yeah,
everybody that's listening, and yeah, dude, if you guys are interested in the W drinks, and cruise on over there and try it out. It's really good. It's really worth your time. I think you guys like it.
there's no jitters to it. You feel literally fantastic when it, like, after all the other ones, you wear down and stuff like that.
Yeah, you run into that
Here,
wall. Yeah,
you don't at all.
and you're talking to a guy on the other line that's a night shift night owl, so
Yeah.
he's well tested it, haven't you, Kay?
Oh yeah. Because I go in at 3 p.m. and don't get off until 1:30 in the morning. So
Yep.
this is normal hours for me to be awake.
Well, it's normal hours for me to be awake, but that's just because I stay up late and I don't sleep at all. So yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely give them a try. They're well worth it. You can't go wrong with an extra 10% off.
Yep.
Discount.
Absolutely.
Like at all. But you have anything else to touch up on football or anything?
Well, off the top of my head, not really, man. I am really excited for Kyler Murray to come back. I'm really excited that Buddha got to come back. I'm just praying that those guys can stay healthy. Be nice to see Connor back here shortly.
I do have one thing.
What's that?
We have to get your opinion on the 49ers and Vikings game tomorrow.
Oh, 49ers and Vikings.
49ers are going in
because
5-1.
I have a tendency to root for NFC West teams. I'm going to go with the 49ers for the win.
Yeah, I'm going to go 49ers for the win as well. The records are 49ers are 5-1, and then the Vikings are 2-4.
Nice.
But I personally like what I'm seeing with the 49ers this year.
Oh, yeah. They've been an excellent team so far.
Now, I can't really say much about the Vikings because I haven't seen enough of them to actually go, oh, yeah. One, they're not in the division that we're in, so
no.
It's easily to look over that little bit of a teams there.
Yeah, for sure.
But I can see it being a good game tomorrow.
Good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm excited to watch it. So 49ers games get more and more exciting as the years go on. It's funny. They're either doing good or they're horrible, and we're either doing good or we're horrible. But seems like the Seahawks and the Rams always kind of tend to stay right there in the middle somewhere.
Right. So, touch up on the scores for our little tournament thing.
Yep.
For the week, my father-in-law and wife are tied with first for the week so far. Other than this is excluding the tomorrow's game.
Oh, okay.
Are tied for the week as of right now at 7 apiece. And then me and my mother-in-law are tied for second at 5 apiece. Nice. And I hate to tell you, Tom, but
I know I'm in last place.
You got 4 points this week so far.
So I have this. I think it's just because I'm a Cardinals fan, and that's what I'm gonna blame.
Oh, I am too, but
no, I'm gonna blame all this on one team right here. I have this habit of going for the underdog in almost every single game, and when I make something out of it, it's great. But 9 times out of 10, I'm wrong. So I I just love the underdog. It's an underdog story. The year we went to the Super Bowl with the Cardinals, it was an underdog story, and I'm never gonna forget that. And I just love rooting for the little guy. So
we got cheated out of that Super Bowl too.
Yeah, I know. That's a sore subject. That's decades old now. So,
but it's still a sore subject. Yeah. It's decades, but it's still a sore subject to most people around here.
If it makes you feel any better, the Steelers aren't very good of a team anymore.
So for the final over score, again, this is excluding tomorrow's game. For first place, we have a 57, which is my mother-in-law.
Wow.
And then we've got two 54s, which would be second, my wife and my father-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm in third by myself. You need to catch up so we can tie.
Well, what's our score
with
difference?
52.
How many behind am I?
You're at 47.
Ouch. Yeah, make up 5 games.
And
I either got to make up 5 games or you got to fail next week. One of the two. Considering we had 6 teams on bye week this week, I didn't have a whole lot of opportunities to win. So
right.
Yeah, I'll blame
exactly.
it on that. Yeah, that's where the blame's going to go right now.
Right, exactly.
When all those underdogs get off a bye week, then I'll win a whole bunch next week. We'll be fine.
Right. Exactly. That's what I was talking about too. I'm like, once these bye team, like next week when we don't have any teams on bye, that's gonna be pretty much the Hail Mary.
Yep. Either we're all going to win 5 games or, somebody's going to win a whole bunch and, nobody else is going to win. So we'll see what happens. What was that?
But
week 2, I think I won a bunch and I think I won the pot on week 2 and something like that. Everybody was upset with me and that was my upset week.
The biggest number I have for you is week 3 with 11 points.
That's what it was.
I haven't really had a really big weeks. Week 6 was my biggest week, and that was, week 2 and week 6. And that's only at 9 points for me.
Well, you're a little more consistent than I am, though. I'm either all or nothing. So.
But yeah, no, guys, by all means, please try out Dubby. You won't regret it. I love this energy drink. It's well worth it.
I agree wholeheartedly. It's definitely good. And I'd say that pretty much wraps up our Sunday night. What do we want to call this? Sunday night something.
Sunday night Katchup?
Sunday night Katchup? Sure. Why not? Maybe we'll make this.
That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Maybe we'll make this into a weekly event, Sunday night.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah,
you guys have. Go ahead.
Thank you guys for listening. Without our listeners, we would be nobody.
Absolutely. We definitely appreciate everyone who listens.
We appreciate everybody that listens and helps out this channel. And, we hope that you guys all have a wonderful evening. And we will see you next week.
Absolutely. Yep. Have a good week.
All right, Kay. I'll talk to you later, bud.
Yep.
Bye.
See ya.